Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at Sagittarius. Quick reading. Hey Sagittarius, I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I did meditate over these cards. I'm moving stuff on the table. We're going to take a look and see what's going on with you. Okay, so, oops, not so much of that. I got a different deck for messages. Just using these for messages. Okay, so guys, I feel like Sagittarius... Sorry about all the commotion in here. It'll die down in a second. I feel like with you guys, we have the Moon card as your first card up. So when you look at the Moon card, it talks about unseen problems. The Moon also talks about voluntary changes, things that you want to work on, things that you want to change, things that you recognize are an issue for you, or is something that you want to get over because you have a fear of it, right? So this is a Moon. This is illumination of things that that we are uncomfortable with, things that we don't want to face about our shadow selves. And when you look at your shadow self, it's about, yeah, I'm a great person in this setting, but you know, when somebody does that, it just rubs me the wrong way. And my shadow is I have subconscious thoughts about these topics, or some sort of behaviors with my or whatever it is. So it's just something that is voluntary that you need to work on. Perhaps it's a situation that annoys you that if you really think about it deeply, it shouldn't annoy you. Like, why do I have these feelings about this? And I feel like Sagittarius, I feel like you're finally coming in to face something. Now, with you guys, there's some situation that's been going on with you guys. I believe in a relationship, and what's going to end up happening is you are going to take a minute and you're going to look at the relationship, and when you start looking at things, you're going to start to dissect every little piece of what it is that you see. This is going to enable you to have some kind of clarity on a situation having to do with a relationship, right? It's also going to help you investigate, why do I feel like that? When this person says that, I shouldn't have a problem with it, but why does it impact me like that? Why do I feel like that when they say that to me? Or why do I feel like that? Do I have some kind of prejudice against this behavior, or whatever it is? Let's be honest, right? So I think that there are certain things that you're looking to understand about yourself, like, why do I feel this way? Do I not do this because my parents didn't do that? Or maybe my grandma told me, don't do that, or whatever. But when I look around me, I see everybody else doing this. I mean, so it's kind of like it's some sort of self-investigation or self-development, or an understanding of one's shadow thoughts, shadow selves. Okay, so this also talks about secrets coming out in a relationship. And there's something that you may have to face up, well, confront in a relationship, Sagittarius. We also have Ten of Swords here. I feel like you're facing something. Ten of Swords tells us that there's something that is over. All right, this talks about some complete painful ending. It's something that hurts you deeply. The endings also lead to new beginnings, right? But it signals despair, like I'm feeling anguish over a situation that happened. I believe this has to do with a relationship. I believe that a relationship ended, right? If you're in a current relationship, maybe you guys had a fight and maybe you're just like overreacting, oh, we're never gonna get back together, or whatever. I don't know. To me, this looks like some kind of long-term thing, or something that you're considering making long-term, but you're having those thoughts. Like, is this something that I really need to be doing? Is this going to benefit me in the long run? Another thing, too, here with the Ten of Swords, this talks about you, Sagittarius, really delving in to who you are, right? And it's a level of surrender that is actually going to end up with peace, because I feel like you've been very, you know, when you play dodgeball, almost like playing it safe, kind of cookie cutter in a sense, but not really. I mean, there's definitely a bad side to you. We see that. We see that there's Pisces energy here. We have air energy here. So, I mean, you guys could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, or this could be a Pisces. Is that coming up? Yup. Okay, so I do actually see a lot of air here for you that you might be, it's either water or air that you might be having an issue with, or these are your feelings. Okay, so now when we look at the Ten of Swords also, it talks about patterns, like your own behavioral patterns. Remember, you are currently in a state of evaluating who it is you are, in the light as well as the dark. So in this moment here with the Ten of Swords, I kind of just feel like you guys are evaluating patterns. Like, yeah, I did this, and that, and this has always been the result. I always wound up with crazy people. So maybe if I give something else a chance, or maybe if I let this past go, which you're being advised to do, and if I listen, if I seek the Most High and I ask Him to graduate my desires from Pookie to, I don't know, Derek, you know, versus Pookie to Ray Ray. You understand what I'm saying? So it's almost like you're looking for ways to, I don't want to say clean up who you are, but you're trying to find a way to dissolve patterns that don't work for you anymore. And it could mean affairs of the heart. You could have had a cycle of relationships that just didn't work out. And, you know, it could have been with a certain group of people and now you're like skeptical, whatever. It could be anything with you guys. So I just kind of feel like you're in a place where you're letting the past go. And any constraints that you were having in your career, you know what? Those are going to be given up too. Anything that you can't let go of, you're going to let go and move towards a new pattern. Okay, so that also speaks to relationships. I think that you guys are going to actively attempt to get something new. But I think that you're actually doing the work to, you know, and this is just like another reading that I just did. Maybe it's because y'all the same element. But yeah, I kind of feel like you guys are definitely doing some self-development to get rid of certain behaviors and examine why you act the way you act. Now, with the Five of Swords, we see, and I do see the work is done. I don't know if you guys completed some kind of cycle here. With the end of a cycle is a 10. End of cycle, completion, renewal. So, with the Five of Swords, notice it's reversed, right? And this is you working through some things, Sagittarius, and letting go of grudges and trying to understand things for what they are, okay? And you could actually be actively working on relationships with your family, your friends, because listen, you're in a state of forgiveness. I think that you're going in. Maybe you don't agree with everything that was done to you, but I think that we can agree that you are now examining the way you reacted in these situations. So I think you're going to try and do a better job with that. I also see that some of you guys are going to be reaching out to family and friends to help you get back together with somebody. I know that sounds crazy. It might be very specific, but you're going to reach out to close friends and families, and somehow they're going to have you renew. You're going to renew relationships not only with friends and family, but there's somebody that you were having doubts about or something like that that you guys are going to end up renewing with. That's what I see. Okay. Let me see what else is going on here. Yeah, so these things are going to work out for you where you're just going to be a better person in a new relationship, because I think that you are doing the work to actively attract what it is you want. But I think you also realize that, oh, you can't get the new people if you're doing the old stuff, dealing with the same crowd. So I think there's an appetite change in terms of partners, in terms of what it is you desire. Maybe you are dating people that you've never dated before, whatever this is. Ooh, okay, one just fell. Let's see what it is. Ooh, okay. Yep, this is air. I got Queen of Swords. Okay, so somebody who's going to be brutally honest with themselves. I feel like this is your energy, but again, I mean, this is also air energy. Let me see what else you have here. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups tells us that you are thinking of, I don't know, maybe you guys are focused on your career. We did see that too. You're going to have more success in your career because you're going to be more confident in what it is you have to offer. So with the Nine of Cups, it talks about like a financial gain, like being confident in certain business aspects or what it is you bring to the table in terms of work. One more. Okay, we have the Sun reversed. So I feel like with you guys are looking for material happiness, yes, but at this point, the Sun card is never bad. That's number one. Okay, this is just being illuminated into the spotlight, right? So it's like shining. This is what needs to be worked on, and I believe this is the work that you're doing. It's never bad, but you are going to see delays. I think with you guys that you're going to see delays in when you start to develop this. I don't know if you've gone through this already, but I do see the next phase is like, I'm gonna do what I have to do to take care of me and make sure I can because I feel like maybe somebody hurt you or something like that. Or maybe people had it, but it does say that you're holding grudges. So I believe somebody may have done something to you. We have Aries energy. It's reversed. Okay, that's the Sun reversed. Okay, so is there anything else? Let me see what's on the other side of love for Sagittarius. Let's see. What's going on with Sagittarius in love? Tell me about Sagittarius in love. Tell me about despair. Tell me about... what is that? Defeat. Okay. Yep. Tell me what... ooh, Sagittarius, what do you feel defeated in? Hold on. Okay. Alright. I feel like Sagittarius, whoever it is, I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who's fast talking, because it says heart-to-heart conversations need to be had. And I feel like you might be reluctant to have these heart-to-heart conversations because I feel like... I think you understand now what things are about, but I don't know that you've necessarily connected every dot. So I think until you start to understand something, you're not going to have any full-blown conversations until you fully understand what it is that you're going through internally in response to some of the things having to do with arguments, which are a natural part of relationships. So I feel like you guys are arguing with people. All right, these people could be family members. This could be whoever you're in a relationship with or were in a relationship with. Okay, extend your lighthearted energy. I feel like you guys are in such a mode right now where it's like, I don't know, maybe you're trying to gain some kind of spiritual insight about a matter. I don't know that you're necessarily interested in flirting. So I see delays with conversations. I see delays with flirting. I see delays with love, basically. Let me see. Finances and career. We also see a big thing with Sagittarius is trying to work on a career. Okay? I feel like you're trying to be stronger in whatever it is that you do. Alright, so I think that's your focus right now. I don't know. I think that learning who I am right now, after having gone through something or a few things, and who I plan on being, who am I going to be when I come out of this, right? So I feel like you're going to be a person who's self-sufficient in terms of responses. I feel like you don't get the chance to say everything that you have to say. I feel like, Sagittarius, you guys have somebody that might speak over you, or they cut you off or something like that, where you don't necessarily have you don't have the opportunity to say what you want to say, because I feel like somebody here has got a really big mouth. I'm sorry. I mean, they got a big mouth. And, yep, I already told you I see water. Did I say, oh, I didn't tell you that? Yeah, I see water here too, guys. Okay, that's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And let your friends help you, ask for support. Yeah, so your friends getting involved in some scenario or situation is actually going to lead you back to some partner or person where you renew either a friendship, or maybe you renew a relationship, or you decide to actively have a conversation about some things that have been on your mind, it looks like, for a while, Sagittarius. And I think this is things that you need to get off your chest. I feel like these conversations that need to be had are not going to be had until you are able to actually understand what the transformation was about, or what the completion was about, what the lesson is. How am I going to act after this? I found out something that wasn't right. I found out that there could have been lies, it could have been deceit, you could have been deceiving me. I'm not taking that anymore. I was in despair over this whole situation, but you know what? I'm good, because I have a financial plan which is going to bring me to the top. All right, I had some conflict. Not a problem that I had conflict, right? That's part of relationships. We had an argument. You could have had an argument, like I said, with an Aries, but the energy, you're still going to be happy. I just feel like you're contemplating and taking time. I feel like it's almost as if you're being strategic about your moves, because you don't want to make any more shipwrecks here, if that makes any sense. Okay, that's all I got for you guys. Just a quick reading. I don't want this to be too long, but I love you. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, wait. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, please. Ooh, wait a minute, though. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. Message for Five of Swords, please. One message. Your person's been struggling lately, or this is your energy. I've been struggling lately. I did ask about the Five of Swords. I believe that, okay, that could be, I've been struggling lately. Your person lied to you about something. I lied to you. What you lie about? Matter of fact, hold on. Because I kind of feel like when there's a few cards here, so I kind of feel like, let's get the same ones. Like, hold on. Okay. I don't really know you. Now, I told you guys there was a communication problem here. I feel like, Sagittarius, either your mouth is closed, or your other person, somebody is suppressing somebody. Somebody's not making it easy to have a conversation. Somebody is not making it easy to reveal what it is they feel, their thoughts, which is why now, and I believe this is you, Sagittarius, I feel like now you're left to pick up the pieces of what you went through, and I don't fully understand what happened. And that's because this person never really gave you a chance to talk, or something like that, or maybe there wasn't a lot of communication. But the thing is, even with you, Sagittarius, right now, I see you fully taking in the situation of what happened before you decide to have a conversation. So I think that just might be your thing. I want to get all the information. I want to make sure I understand so I can now express it. But I think when you blow up with your mouth, I think you're gonna tell what it is, and I think folks are gonna be shocked. I don't think they'd be shocked. I think that the shock, not the loudness or the, because you always fussing, not like that, but I feel like what it is you're going to say and how structured it's going to be, how well thought out, how it is a bulletproof argument. I feel like what is going to shock either you, this person, you or somebody that you're going to say something to. I think this time you coming back like a lawyer. I think you're going to say what it is and they're going to be like, oh my goodness. Yeah, somebody that's usually got a big mouth, I think you're going to shut them down. Sagittarius, you are perfectly imperfect. You should be able to express yourself the way you want to in groups. You deserve that respect and you will get it. Okay? Also, you're trying to manifest stability here. And I do see that this is really you working on yourself and really understanding some things. So with that said, with the 2 lessons that you're learning, with the expression, the growth, and also the manifesting stability, what we have here is you reflecting and trying to gain some kind of control of a situation, right? You are perfectly imperfect. Don't be ashamed of who you are. You say what you have to say. I think you guys are very careful not to say too much, because you guys like to pow. But this time your pow is going to be a different pow. Okay, let me get out here. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. Bye. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Wait. Please. Okay, bye.